In my opinion, what an internship is an opportunity to figure out what you like and sometimes more importantly, what you don't like. Oftentimes we get into the lion's den and we figure out when we get into our early 20s, mid 20s, late 20s, what I've been doing for the last 2, 5, 7, 10 years is not what I want to accomplish with my life. So an internship gives you that practical experience to figure out who I'm working with and what type of environment I thrive in, what type of location do I like to work in, whether it's a startup or a giant corporation, where do I thrive best, what gets me up in the morning, and what's really going to inspire me to change the world, which is ultimately what we should be wanting to do with our lives.
A lot of opportunity to learn some troubleshooting skills. Also, a lot of lean principles is what our business is really focused on. So it's a great opportunity to kind of learn and develop while having a mentor there to guide you.
An internship is that real world experience that you don't necessarily get in the classroom. So it gives you an edge over somebody else. You might actually sit on a project and you might see it through completion, or you might get to see it halfway through. And so that gives you that outside of that classroom experience. So when you go to an interview, you can talk about you've seen this and this in the real world as it relates to what you're seeing in the classroom.
I think internships are everything. I mean, they are everything. As we've talked about before, you got to figure out what you like and what you don't like. You get one at bat in life, and you want to make sure that you're hitting a home run. And oftentimes we need to strike out a couple times to figure out our swing, the way we should hold the bat, the type of pitcher that we want to have pitching us the ball. So that internship allows us to really feel out what we like, who we like pitching the ball. Again, sports references, but again, it allows you to figure out really what mark you're going to make on the world and what footprint you're going to leave on the beach of life.
I believe an internship is really important because it gives you that real world, how do you apply principles from a school perspective into reality, handling a combination of deadlines versus budget. So it's really good because of the real world experience. For us, we see candidates around the sophomore-ish range. So after kind of getting initial classes, how do we get those initial classes and apply them to real-world examples? So somewhere around the sophomore range.
So it does vary by company, but I would say with Duke, we'd love for you to be a sophomore because we'd like to have you come back a few times. That doesn't mean if you're not a junior that we wouldn't take you. And we do have some grad school students as interns as well. So it just kind of depends on what department and what they're looking for. For example, our nuclear department does like to have you multiple rotations, so they're going to have you there ideally as a sophomore, so you can spend a couple summers with us.
Start an internship the second you have the opportunity to do it, right now. So when you're done watching me, you should go find an internship. It's never too early to find an internship, to figure out what exactly you want to do in life. It's got to be right now. Everyone else that's watching this video that's not you is going to wait until tomorrow, next week, or the year after, and it's going to be a day, a week, or a year after that they realize that they should have started today. So an internship should start today.